All right, folks, let's begin. So let's start in a seated posture, and we'll begin with meditation. Today we're going to do a session that's focusing on grounding and getting calm and settled and stable in crazy times. So we'll do some clearing work to go along with it. Always it's necessary, and there's a protocol I'm going to go through to get to grounding at the end. So the whole practice is not all going to be grounding, but rather a preparation and then moving into grounding work. So let's start by meditating for a little. So find a comfortable seated posture, and I'd like you to lengthen your spine. And if you have a hard time sitting, you can always sit in a chair. You can always lean back on something if you need to. The ideal is to have the torso upright. And check your pelvis if you're sitting, and tilt the pelvis forward slightly, and lengthen the torso and spine. If you need to wiggle or move, get comfortable in the body. And you can choose to close your eyes or keep your eyes open. If your eyes are open, stabilize your gaze somewhere in front of you. And try not to move the gaze. And we'll begin by just simply noticing the state that you're in currently. Just notice how you feel to you right now. What does the body feel like? And then tune into the breathing. Notice how the breath feels. Is it tight? Is it relaxed? Is it shallow? And I'd like you to also notice right through the chest and belly what it feels like. Does the chest feel open and relaxed? How does the belly and diaphragm area feel? And then next, notice the state of your nervous system. And can you feel the pitch of your nervous system? Does it feel a little high pitch? Or is it calm and deep? Where is it? And then lastly, notice the mind. Is your mind agitated? Is it moving quickly? Are there a lot of thoughts coming in and out? Are you shifting from one thought to the other very quickly? Or is your mind calm and open and spacious? What kind of images or thoughts arise in the mind stream? Just watching what comes up, observing. And then next, I'm going to invite you to shift your awareness to your environment. So off the body, off the mind, the immediate body and mind experience, to the environment. And so you can start by listening for sounds in your environment. What do you hear in the distance? Can you capture some subtle sounds in the distance you would not normally notice? And then tune into your kinesthetic sense or your felt sense. And try feeling into the space around the body. Begin to feel the room and the space that you're in. And if your mind catches your attention again, take the awareness off the mind and go back to feeling the space that you're in. Take a breath if you need to. Just relaxing into the felt sense of the space. And then lastly, from there, begin to feel the ground or the floor that you're resting on if you're sitting on the ground. Or through the chair, the seat that you're in, can you feel the floor and the earth beneath you? So sending that awareness, that attention downward into the ground, into the floor. And as you're feeling the earth, as you're feeling the floor, take a nice, long, slow breath in at your own pace, and then slowly exhale and breathe all the way out. Do that a couple more times. And on the exhale, feeling your body and mind resting and releasing into the support and the embrace of the ground, of the Mother Earth. And as you do this, as you release into the ground, notice that the earth and the ground also has a sense of presence to it. There's a particular quality to the floor, to the earth. So just building our relationship and orienting to the earth. Nice. From here, let's bring palms together in front of the heart. And wiggle the body, lean side to side, forward and back a couple times. And see if you can feel the earth, the ground, the seat with your hips physically. And then from that base, lengthen the torso and spine one more time and elongate your midline, your center line. And take a breath or two right into your midline. From here, if you like, connect to an intention for your practice today and for the rest of your day if you like. And for some of us, that could even simply be a feeling. It might not be a thought. Maybe there's a quality of kindness or love that you feel, and that's your intention. Maybe there's a quality of openness you want to approach your day with, and you invoke that, and that's your intent. And from here, again, we're going to invite unseen help, inspiration. So you can imagine your ancestors, your friends' family, spiritual teachers, spiritual icons, whatever inspires you spiritually. Imagine them appearing in front of you and above you. Do a little visualization. Imagine there's a stadium full of these amazing, inspiring beings, and they're here to support you in your practice. And you're calling them forth, and you're inviting them to support you. You're inviting them to bless you. And imagine them appear in front of you. Thank them. Imagine them smiling at you and blessing you. And receive that. Breathe that in. And as you breathe all that goodness in, when you exhale, imagine you sending that out, rippling that out to all your friends and family, all the beings in this group that's practicing together today. All over the world. There are beings practicing meditation, yoga, more beings doing that Qigong, more than ever in the history that we know of. Probably in this exact moment, there are a lot of beings here practicing with you right now. And see if you can feel them. Or at least, just send your prayers and well wishes to those beings. Make a connection through your intent. Invite them into your practice. Great, and we'll do a little bow into our practice, so welcome. So the simple act of a bow can be really powerful because it's also a physical act. And if you notice, if you feel like it, try it again. Just bow one more time. And as you bow your head down, if you're on the ground, you might even bring the hands to the floor and bring the head to the fingertips. But just notice the action. When you do it from your heart, there's an opening quality to that. There's a surrendering that happens. And it puts us in a receptive state if we really come in with reverence. And when we do a practice like Qigong, the more open we come, the more open our cup is, the more empty our cup is, the more we can receive from the practice. So part of the bow, part of the function of the bow is to bring us into that open state so we can really drink from the well of our practice deeply. Come on up. Let's go up to a standing position. And per usual, we'll start with a little shaking. So bend the knees and begin lightly bouncing up and down. And as you do that, immediately open the mouth and make an exhale and make a little sound. Check the body, start to loosen the body up, move the shoulders, the wrists, the arms. Take another deep breath in and make another sound. So as usual in the Qigong sequences we always want to start with some releasing or letting go, because often we're coming into our practice with some level of baggage, some level of tension. And when there's a lot of blockage and tension, the Qi really doesn't mobilize, and it's hard to move energy, it's hard to ground, it's hard to calm ourselves down. So the first thing we're going to do is release that tension, release that stress from the body. So one more time, take a nice deep breath in, shake the arms out, bounce up and down, let go of the spine, let go of the hips, let go of the neck. Take a deep breath in and long exhale with a sound. Imagine you're shaking out the tension from the last day, the last week that you just went through. It's a new day, it's a new beginning. Take a deep breath in. Again, make a little sound. Reset. Now let's go through the body here. So start with the feet, melt the feet, ungrip the feet. Awareness in the ankles. Awareness in the calves. Ungrip calves. Awareness in the knees. Awareness in the pelvis. Awareness in the belly. Mid-spine. Take a deep breath into those ribs. And exhale long. Deep breath into the chest, upper back, inhale. And exhale long. Again, deep breath into the chest, upper back, neck, shoulders. And exhale down those arms, shake those arms out. Let the head and neck move. Keep shaking. And another 10 seconds. If your body feels fairly loose, begin to intensify the shaking. So increasing the frequency of the shaking, making sure the wrists and the arms are still shaking, staying relaxed in the base of the skull. For those of you who are avid thinkers, if you think too much, most likely you have quite a bit of tension right at the base of the skull there, around the head. So see if you can let go of the neck, right where the neck and the skull meet, right here, the base of the skull, the occiput, right around cervical 1 and 2 there. Keep shaking, move it. Last 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Just pause and take a moment, feel the body. Do a body scan and notice where you're holding tension still. Okay, next, take your fingertips and I'm going to have you tap the center of your breastbone, your sternum. And you want to hear a little percussive sound here. So as you're tapping, it's your thumb. Take a nice deep breath in the chest and make the heart sound. Like a sigh of relief. So keep tapping the sternum. Take a nice breath in. And exhale, make a sound. If you feel comfortable, you can also use the palms and strike the chest. I'm going to keep using my fingertips because I have a microphone here. Take a nice breath in. And exhale. So removing the stagnation, the stuck energy in the chest. One more. Take a nice deep breath in. Make a sound. Exhale. Nice. And rub the chest with the center of the palms. Massage the center of the chest. Once more, take a nice deep breath in. As you inhale, rub. And as you exhale, brush down from the chest towards the belly. Just by doing that, see if you feel any difference. Pause for a moment, stand, and notice. Next, bring the arms up as you inhale. Open up the rib cage, back bend the spine ever so slightly. As you exhale, bend the knees, drop the arms. You shake the arms out 2 to 3 times. And then bring the arms up again. Inhale, straighten the legs, arc back. Bend the knees, drop the arms, exhale. Shake the arms out. So you want to dump the tension from the body down into the ground. And repeat. Inhale. And exhale, drop. Shake it out. Once more. Inhale. And exhale, dump. Inhale. And exhale, dump. And once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, dump. And release. Downward. Shake it out. Next, we'll go into trembling horse. So start with the hands and the wrists. Begin to shake the wrists out. So you're rotating the thumb in and out. Then move up into the forearm, the elbow, and then into the shoulders. So you're pushing one shoulder forward as the other one goes back, alternating, and moving down into the rib cage and the hips, and then the thighs. So you're shaking the thighs, bending one knee at a time forward, and down into the calves, into the feet, sending it down. Okay, again, wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. Again, wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. And again, one more. Wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, rib cage, hips, thighs, and calves. Last one. One more. Great. And then shake the legs up. And let's move through the joints. So let's start with the knees today. Cup the knees, rotate the knees in circles. Slow this one down. Go a little slower. Feel the feet. And bring your awareness down to your lower body. So when we work on the Qi, one of the principles we want to always remind ourselves and remember is that wherever the attention, the awareness goes, the Qi energy, the life force will follow. So most of the times we're not paying really close attention to where our awareness is. And especially when we're stressed out, usually our attention, our mind and our awareness is going everywhere. It becomes chaotic, becomes unstable. So one of the ways we can undo that, reverse that process, is by stabilizing the attention. And this is why meditation and concentration practices can be really helpful. This is also why expansion practices, which we'll do some today, can be really helpful, because often some of us will get scattered, but we'll also get really tight and focused, over-focused sometimes too. So we want to loosen up some of the tension of the awareness. We want to be able to also stabilize and calm and ground the awareness. The other thing, reverse, rotate the knees in the opposite direction. The other thing that'll happen is that your energy, your Qi, will also move up into the neck, shoulders, and head. So doing practices that release tension in the body and bringing the energy down, the Qi downward, as you will see in this practice, will also calm us down. Nice. And bend and straighten the knees. So we're going to work on releasing the lower body today and then work our way up. And come on up. Hands on the hips, spread the feet. little wider than the hips, bend the knees. Okay, so you always want to keep the knees a little bent in the practice so you maintain a nice strong connection with the floor and the ground. I'm going to have you rotate the hips. Now, as you're rotating the hips, keep those knees bent, go slow, push into the hips, and attempt to stimulate the hips and wake those hips up so there's more sensation flowing in the pelvis, which will make you more aware of your pelvis and your hips. You'll notice when you're really stressed out, the legs, hips, lower belly, lower back will get really tight and the breath will become shallow. Now, as you're rotating the hips, see if you can breathe down into the belly or towards the lower back. Just aim as low as you can with the inhale. And then when you exhale, breathe out slow and lengthen that exhale. Make your exhale slow and long. When you extend the exhale, it'll have a relaxing, calming effect. And reverse. Rotate in the opposite direction. And if your mind is wandering, come back from the thinking mind to the feeling of the body. Return to the sensation in the hips. Take a breath. Feel your hips. And pause. Shake the legs out. Take your palms, find your navel. Go a couple inches below the navel, bend the knees and squat into the hips, and lightly begin to tap the lower belly or the dantian. Start light. If your core feels nice and strong and it doesn't hurt, close your eyes. Drop your mind and awareness into the belly and the core. And what you want to do here is lightly push out against the hands with the core, like you're trying to stick your belly out. So there's a little bit of internal pressure pushing out against the hands as the hands come down and strike the belly. And we're trying to widen and open that core area up and stimulate it. And again, open up the circulation and chi flow in that area of the body. When we open up the chi flow through the abdomen and the organs and the core, it'll stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. It'll help with calming. Take a deep breath into the belly as you strike it. If you're feeling comfortable with this, you can strike a little harder too. Just don't hurt yourself. Side view. Okay, squat a little deeper if your hips are okay with it, if your knees are okay with it. Okay, put your mind there. Keep your mind awareness on the body. Deep breath into the core. Another 15 seconds or so. And pause. Let's rub the belly down. As you're rubbing the belly, keep your awareness on the belly. Feel the belly as you rub it down. Breathe into the belly. For some of you, see if you can feel that belly expanding as you inhale. On the exhale, feel the navel or the belly moving back towards the spine. Now wrap around the waist and begin to rub the lower back or the kidney area down. So this is the fleshy part and a little higher than you would think on the lower back, almost towards the lower part of the mid-spine. Use the heel of your palms and rub it down vigorously. Attempt to generate some heat. Now as you're doing this, close your eyes and breathe into the lower back. And see if you can feel the lower back expanding on the inhale. Good. We're going to come back here in a moment. So from here, I want you to take your palms and cup your palms and begin striking the lower belly again. And then we're going to come around the waist to the side of the hips. I want you to strike the side of your hips here. And then gradually work your way down the side and back side of the leg, the outer legs. Come over the tops of the feet, keep tapping. And then you're gonna come up the inside of the ankles, inside of the calves, and work your way up the inner legs. All the way up towards the belly. And wrap around the waist again to the outer legs. And again, tap. over the tops of the feet, inner ankles, and come up. So you're striking the tissues, the meridian channels to open up the chi or the energy flow. And you're also loosening up the connective tissue in the fascia here. Down the legs, up the legs. Now, as you come up the legs, inhale. Around the waist. On the way down, exhale. Good. Inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down. Again, inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down. Last one. Inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down. And relax. Shake it out. Okay, shake your legs out. Now just stand again for a moment. Bend the knees slightly. Ground into the feet. And see if you can feel the body again. And see if you feel any difference. Notice. What sort of difference do you notice in the body right now? So technically what we're doing here is opening up the stagnation, the blockage in the body, in the channels, so the chi or the energy can start to drain downward. From here, we're going to come back. Actually, let's do this. Sorry, let's do this one more thing first. This will be a good prep. Take your hands. So we're going to trace the same line that you were just tapping, but let's slide the hands. So you're going to start from the big toe, on the inside of the big toe here, on both sides. And you're going to slide the hands up the inner legs as you inhale, all the way up towards the belly, towards the lower belly, inhaling. Wrap around, and as you exhale, slide the hands down the outer legs. Do that again. Over the tops of the feet, slide the hands up the inner legs. Imagine you're breathing the chi in from the earth, up into the lower belly, into the dantian. Wrap around. As you exhale, send the energy down the outer legs, into the ground, and then wrap around. Back up, inside, inhale. Draw the chi up towards the belly. And exhale. Down the outer legs. Fourfold. Let's do a couple more here. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Now, this time, hover your hands off the body, so you're not even touching the body now. There's space between the hands and the body, and you're going to trace the same line, but without touching the body, and you're going to still visualize and try to feel inhaling up the inner legs, guiding the life force up, the chi up, wrapping around, and then you're going to come down, exhale, hovering hands over the legs, the outer legs. The hands are wrapping around the outer legs all the way down over the tops of the feet. And again, coming up on the inside, inhale, back up, inner legs, all the way up to dantian. Wrap around the waist. And exhale on your way down. Relax, bend the knees, sink. And again, inhale, back up. Just move at your own pace. And as you're moving your hands through these channels, do your best to stay aware. Remember, awareness guides the chi. So if you're spacing out and thinking about something else, that's where the chi is going. So come back to the body and try to feel the areas that you're hovering the hands off of. So the groin, the pelvis, right? Coming up into the belly, wrapping around the waist, feeling the outer hips. On the way down, feeling the outer thigh, back of the thigh, outer knee. Wherever the hands are hovering, feeling those areas as you move the hands. One more, inhale. And moving the awareness guides the chi. The chi follows the trajectory of your awareness. Just how it works. All the way down. And one more, this time we're going to terminate at the top. So you're going to inhale from the arches and the big toes and come up the inner legs all the way to the lower belly. Breathing up the chi into the belly and exhale. Pause there. Keep your hands right in front of your belly for a moment. And relax here. Now see if you can melt your awareness down into the lower belly, a couple inches beneath the belly button, and rest your awareness there. Drop the tailbone. Sink. Just notice how this feels. Do you feel any different right now from when you first began the practice? Okay, from here, let's go back here now. Turn around and rub your lower back down just a couple times in the kidney area. Now place your palms flat on the lower back, around the spine. So you're going to tilt the spine forward and bring the head forward, round the back. Close your eyes. Now bring awareness into the lower back. And as you inhale, imagine breathing up from the arches, from the soles of the feet, up the inner legs, up through the groins, into this lower back. And fill up that lower back. As you exhale, don't worry about the visualization. Just breathe out gently. Relax. And do it again. Inhale, imagine breathing the energy up the inner legs, filling up the kidneys, filling up the lower back. Pause at the apex of the inhale, hold the breath for a second, and exhale slowly. Inhale up the inner legs, fill up lower back, pause and hold the breath. Exhale gently. Again, inhale, up the inner legs, into the lower back. Pause and exhale gently. We'll do one more. Kidney breathing. So if you like any of these exercises, remember you can do them on your own. Use a video or use your memory. Notice which ones feel really good for you. Practice them frequently and come on up and rub the lower back down. Okay, so come back to a standing position, knees bent, arms out to the sides, and feel your body again. See if the energy in the body is changing and the feeling sense of the body is shifting. Next. So let's release the diaphragm area, because when we get stressed out and when we can't ground or settle, a lot of the times the diaphragm region is locked up. The abdomen and the diaphragm is really tight. So we're going to do a little self-massage here to release that. So take it easy on these. These might be a little intense for some of you. So if it hurts too much, just back off. So first, find the upper belly. So you're going to find the sternum and move your way down into the upper belly where it's soft, no bone in between the ribs. And you're going to round the spine and let the fingers push back in. So to soften the belly, we have to round the back so the abdomen gets softer. You can push the fingers in. For some of you who have pretty flexible abdomens here, not much tension, you should be able to go all the way to the biggest knuckle, the first knuckle. Around the back, push in, and then begin to massage in there in circles. So this might be really uncomfortable for some of you, so just take it easy. And breathe. Right in the solar plexus. Keep massaging. And then move the fingers in the opposite direction. Circle the massaging of the upper belly in the opposite direction. Exhale. And release. Now come on up, stand up, open the belly back up. Try breathing into the upper belly. See if there's a little more room for the breath now. You might notice that it's easier to breathe into the upper belly. Pretty amazing. Now next, we're going to go to the sides here. So if you follow the ridge line of the rib cage, you're going to come to the bottom end here. Now for most of you, if you just follow your nipple line, so this is sort of a center line between the inside and outside of your collarbones. If you bisect the collarbones and you work your way down, it should be around your nipples. And if you go down and find the lowest rib, okay, and go to the fleshy part, so beneath the lowest rib on the fleshy part again, and push in as you fold. So you're going to push the fingers inside, underneath the ribs, and kind of curl the fingers up a little. So for some of you, if you're sitting here, you can even sit down on a chair. You can put the wrist on the thighs and just fold your body into the fingers so the fingers push up into the abdomen. And then you can just hold it there if it's too intense and just breathe. For some of you, if you can handle it, you can massage and draw small circles with the fingers as you're folding into the belly. So let's do that. Breathe, exhale, keep massaging In reverse, rotate the opposite direction. And release. Shake it out. Shake the wrists out. Now try breathing into the belly. See if it feels different. Cool. Next, find your belly button. Find your navel. And then go a couple inches to the side of the belly button, right on the outer edge of your rectus abdominis. You can put your thumbs on the sides and push your fingers in to the side here, right to the side of your navel. And again, same thing, you're going to fold forward, you're going to push your fingers in and start massaging in circles. So very likely on the right side there, you're right above your ileocecal valve. The left side, you're above the top of the rectum. And you're also getting some abdominal reflex points here as well. And if you're lucky, on the right side, you might be hitting the immune reflex point. So work that area out and circle the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Massaging and release. Again, you can do this longer. We're just doing a short, quick set just to feel the effect. But notice just even a short massage makes a difference. You should feel a lot softer in the belly. And notice the breath. See if you can breathe deeper into the belly now. Put your hands on the belly now. As you inhale, push the belly out. See if the belly expands more. On the exhale, pull the belly back towards spine. Take a couple breaths. So again, as we release the diaphragm and release the abdomen, the chi energy, the life force sinks deeper. Relax. Next, bend the knees. Take your hands. Now, we're going to start off the way that we did earlier, where you come to the arches of your feet and you slide the hands up the inner legs as you inhale. You're going to now come over the belly and keep going, over the chest, the throat, over the face. And when you get to the top of the head, you turn the palms up and you push up, inhale, and you reach for the sky. Imagine you grab the sky and you pull the sky down to the top of the head and then down the outside, lateral side of the head, around the back side of the ears, neck, over the shoulders. Turn the hands at the ribs, pointing down, and then slide down the outer legs as you exhale. All the way down, over the tops of the feet, and come up the inner legs again as you inhale, over the belly, ribs, chest, throat, face, turn palms, reach up, inhale, grab the sky, bring it down to the crown. And exhale, melting the tension down through the head, down through the neck and shoulders, to the ribs, and sending the energy, the chi down the outer legs, all the way to the outer feet, into the ground. Wrap around, inhale from the earth, up the inner legs, through the belly, through the chest, through the throat, and the face. Turn the palms, push up, reach, grab the chi from the sky. Exhale, sink into crown, side of the head, neck, shoulders, over the rib cage, and then work your way down the outer legs, exhaling all the way out. And again, inhale. Reach up, grab sky, draw the energy from the sky, heaven chi down. Send it down. And let's do a couple, again, with the hands hovering off the body. So without touching the body, guide the chi up the inner legs, over the belly, chest, throat, face. Inhale, pull up, reach up, grab, exhale down to crown, over the head, neck, shoulders, ribs, same trajectory, all the way down the outer legs, to the ground, over the tops of the feet. Inhale, draw up. Feel. See if you can feel the chi field around the body. And feel the flow of the chi through the channels. One more. Just relax the breath. If you notice, you're trying to breathe with me because I breathe a little longer than average person because of my training, then just breathe naturally. If you feel like you're suffocating, don't force it. You want to stay loose and down. Nice. And when you come down to the feet, relax, come up, roll the spine up, and pause in the stand. Nice. Next, we're going to do a little expansion, contraction of energy and awareness. So take your hands, bring them close towards your center, towards your lower belly, and then bring the hands out away from the belly, wide, expanding the arms out to the sides. Now, as you do this, take your awareness and gaze and also expand and contract your awareness and gaze. So when you bring your hands in towards the body, the gaze closes up and it moves towards the lower belly. And your awareness moves into the lower body and the lower belly. So you localize the awareness here. And then when you bring the hands out, you're slowly opening up your peripheral vision and you're delocalizing, right? Coming into a non-local position with awareness. So your awareness expands outward in all directions. And repeat. Draw the awareness towards the body, become aware of body, invite the awareness to come inward, find body, and then take the awareness slowly forward and away from body. Keep your knees bent. Right? Check your knees, stay grounded. And outward. Pause here for a second. Open the peripheral vision. See if you can see the corners of the room. See if you can feel beyond the walls, beyond the ceiling, beneath, under the ground, the floor, and draw it back in, and then slowly invite the awareness, consciousness to come back towards the center of your body. Feel the dantian, that lower belly area. Localize the awareness there. Concentrate it, and then back out. Expand your awareness vision. Feel through the walls as far out as you can. Expand the consciousness and the energy. And bring it back in. And out. A couple more. For some of you, if your balance is good, if you want to do it with your eyes closed, just through your kinesthetic sense, your feeling sense, you could do that too. Now try this. And the last one, go all the way out. And see if you can keep part of your awareness expanded as part of your awareness moves in towards the body. So you're both able to feel what's beyond the walls as well as the immediate sense of the body, both. One more, same thing. The simultaneous awareness of the expansive awareness in space and the localized presence of the body. Good, and pause at the lower belly. Hold there, bend the knees. Become aware of the lower belly, but in a very soft manner, not in a really intense or forced focus, but a gentle resting of the awareness on the lower belly area. And as you do that, I want you to also feel the feet and the ground as well. So there's a sense of rooting the body as like a pillar is being rooted into the ground, stabilized. Take a breath there. And relax. And shake it up. Whew. Let's do a couple of these again. So bring the arms up, just to loosen up. Exhale, drop, bend the knees. Shake the shoulders out, arms out. One more, inhale. Okay, so now we're going to release the neck shoulders because when we hold a lot of tension in the neck shoulders, again, we won't be able to ground or bring the energy down very well. So we're just going to do a little quickie. So tap the trapezius. Take a nice deep breath in, a long exhale. Squeeze down from the trapezius, down the arms to the fingertips, and pull the energy out from the fingertips and throw it out. And then drag the hand down and imagine clearing the chi, stuck chi from the shoulder and dragging it down out the fingertips like this. Okay, shake the arms out and just check the difference. See if you can feel the chi flow in that right arm and the left arm, and just compare. Okay, there's nothing like feeling it to become a believer, right? So tap the other side. Take a nice deep breath in, sigh. If you're hanging out with someone, take turns tapping each other's shoulders. It's a nice, really simple way of giving each other a little love and massage and touch. If you're at home, if you're around someone. Okay, and then just squeeze down. Same thing. If you're with a partner, you can just do both sides of the arms same time, right? And massage each other and take turns all the way to the fingertips. Pull the energy out and toss it out. Then drag the hand down. Pull the energy out from the next shoulder, out the fingertips. The stuck chi is being released. The fascia is being released. Okay, now take your fingertips and go right to the base of the skull where the neck meets the skull. Make circles and massage the base of the skull again here. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Now, since we're really on this energy tip here today, I want you to imagine grabbing all that tension and stuck energy with your tiger claws here. So you make a little claw with a hand and grab the chi, the stuck, comb through, pull it out, and toss it to the ground. Do it again. Grab, pull it out, and release. One more. Grab, tiger claw technique, and release. Okay. Now again, stand, just pause for a moment and feel the difference. Is there a difference? And see if you can send your awareness down towards the feet, into the ground. Can you do that now? Is it easier to do? Do you have more flow happening downward? All right. From here, take your palms facing down next to your hips. Bend the knees. Feet are a little wider than your hips. If you can take your feet parallel, great. If that's too hard on your knees, keep your toes just slightly turned up. But if you can, feet parallel. Bend the knees. Drop your tailbone. So when you drop the tailbone just really slightly, it'll open up the tension from the lower back and move the energy down the posterior line through the bladder channel into the heels and the pinky toes. So see if you can feel that downward trajectory of energy from the lower back through the back of the legs, back of the knees, back of the calves, into the heels, and down into the pinky toes. Now, the hands at the side, elbows slightly bent, turn the palms facing down. Feel the earth. Bring the weight into the center of the feet and align the center line of your body right over the center of the earth. Excuse me. From here, bend the knees a little more and sink into the ground. Imagine sending your energy into the earth. And then bring the arms forward and slowly inhale and strain the knees out gradually as you bring your hands up. So you're drawing the chi from the ground up into your body. Pull the hands back. And then as you exhale, press back down and root into the earth. And bring the arms forward. Inhale, lift. Body rises up. Chi rises up. And bring the hands back. Bend the knees and sink. You can do this even while you're sitting. That's the cool thing about Qigong. Once you get good with it, you can use your mind and guide the chi, right? You can guide the force. Inhale. Pull back, bend the knees, sink through the legs into the ground. Drop the body physically into the earth more. As you inhale, the knees straighten. Your body lifts, the hands come up. The breath and the energy rises up the body. Hands cycle back. The knees slightly bend. We sink into the ground physically as we drop the weight into the earth and drop the arms down. Inhale. Breathing up, exhale, melting and rooting into the earth, surrendering into earth. Inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And relax. Just pause. Feel the body. Next, pull down heavens, palms face out to the sides. Inhale, slowly lift the arms up. Straighten the legs slowly. Reach up overhead, tilt the chin up and look up. Grab the sky, grab the energy in the sky and heavens. Invite it into the crown of your head. And guide the chi and energy through your head, through the skull, through the throat, downward, into the heart. Go slow. Guide it down into the upper belly, through the organs, into the lower dantian, through the legs and the pelvic floor, deep into the earth. Bend the knees. Sink into the earth. Palms out to the sides, facing up. Inhale. Raise the earth up. Reach up to the sky. Grab the sky. Grab energy chi from the heavens, coming into the crown. This light from the heavens coming into the crown. The light moves down into the cranium, down through your throat, into the heart. From the heart, melting into the upper belly, lower belly, pelvic floor, deep into the earth. Inhale. Like a geyser, the energy, the chi rises up. Reach up and guide the energy down. Again, if I'm moving too slow for you, you can go a little faster. Work with your breath. Feel what feels right for your system and feel what feels natural. And gradually, as your breath opens up and your body becomes more relaxed, you'll be able to move slower. And it takes a little training of the nervous system to be able to move slow. And if you can move slower and slower, that's also a sign that your nervous system is calming down and you are becoming more grounded and stable. Okay, if your nervous system is very agitated, it's very difficult to move slow. Again, one more. Reach up. Grab the heaven chi. And last one, go slow, really slow. Feel the energy coming into the head. Spend some time in the head. Melt it into the throat. Melting down to the heart. The heart melts into the belly. Belly melts down into the legs. So actually, let's do one last one with a visualization. So go slow with me here. I'm going to guide you through really slowly through the body. Inhale. Last one with the visualization. Now imagine, reach up, pause here, and imagine there's a sun above your head. Okay? And this sun is radiating this warm golden light. And this warm golden light is going to come down and, like a waterfall into your crown. And it's going to melt your brain. It's going to warm up and melt your brain. Warm lava. And it melts through your eyes, sockets, and your eyeballs, and down into your mouth, into your throat. And it's soothing and blissful, nurturing, warm golden energy moves down into the heart. Okay, go slow. Melt it into the lungs and the heart. And it's both cleansing and also charging and energizing and soothing everything. Okay, melting from the heart, warm energy, golden energy to the belly, into the digestive organs, into your liver, stomach, spleen, and down, melting into the intestines, and down into your pelvis, through the thighs, knees, calves, feet, into the ground, and relax. Let the arms hang to the side. And just stand with your knees slightly bent and just notice how you feel right now. Does it feel any different from when you first began? See if you feel any calmer. See if you feel more grounded, more stable. Now, don't change most of the posture. Just stay where you are. We bring the hands in front of the lower belly with the palms facing the lower belly. Like this. The arms are rounded. Okay, it's about, 8 inches to 12 inches away from the lower belly. The palms are facing the lower belly. The middle fingers are pointing towards each other. Okay, the joints are soft. The wrists, the palms, shoulders are soft. Just melting your awareness in that lower belly, melting your awareness into the legs and the feet, into the ground. Feel the body anchoring into the ground. Better yet, imagine an anchor actually dropping from the dantian, from the lower belly, into the earth. You're dropping an anchor into the ground. And you're helping the posture physically, the body and nervous system stabilize and root. Okay, and see if you can stay fairly still here for a couple minutes. Just hold the posture. And some of you may encounter some discomfort as you're holding this. See if you can sit through it. Just allowing whatever that arises to come and pass while you stay steady and stable. And as you maintain the posture, soften on the inside, surrendering and softening on the inside towards the center of the ground. And as the body becomes more stable and quiet, notice your own awareness that's watching, that's also stable and quiet and still. Allow yourself to rest, release, and relax into the stable ground of your being, of your awareness. Just watching, just being present. And there might be feelings, sensations, there might be thoughts that come and go, that arise. Just allowing them to come and go. As you rest in the stable, mountain-like observer. Okay, check your legs, keep the knees bent. Another minute here. So the longer we stay here, the more the chi will follow the trajectory of awareness and posture, and it'll stabilize more and more. Check your upper spine and neck and head and keep it upright. There's going to be a tendency to slouch the head a little too much because the hands are low. But keep the center line and the neck and head and heart elongated upward gently. And you want your awareness to be distributed like a mountain, wide at the base and smaller at the top. Beautiful. Take a nice slow deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the arms down. Don't move your feet, keep your knees bent, but just shift your weight from side to side, left to right. Start moving the spine, move the neck, move the shoulders. Good, wiggle the hips, and release the feet and shake the legs out. Now here to end, if you want to sit down, you can sit down, or you can end standing. But once more, I'd like you to close your eyes and just notice how you feel right now. And see if you feel any calmer. See if you feel grounded now. All right, for some of you, maybe this is your first time doing this, and this is the first time you feel the sensation of what we call grounded, which is relaxed, stable, at ease. Beautiful. And let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. And imagine taking the benefits of this practice that you've gotten, and imagine sharing that in spirit through your mind and intention with all beings. Right? May all beings be calm and stable, free and happy. And may I be a force of stability and kindness and care in the world in these crazy times. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Beautiful. So thanks for joining me today. It's a blessing to be here and be able to share this with you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.